Yes, I'm Gary Martinez.
Okay.
Chauncina, Kathleen, Yellow Robe. We met here in Denver and we was friends. We were friends, and then I left and then came back. And he was the first person I ran into when I came to Denver.
Oh, really?
And 1 week went by, next week went by, next thing you know, it was months.
Yeah? And that was it?
I met his mother and father when they were still alive. Met his part of his family.
Okay. And is your family back in South Dakota?
I just went back for a funeral.
Okay.
My mother's funeral, and now
I'm sorry.
I left again.
Okay.
We were homeless on the street, pretty much. Every now and then, if we'd make a little bit of funds, we'd go to the motel, and every now and then. But lately, we've been trapped in being on the street because we haven't had enough. The motels went up, and we haven't really been able, because of our health problems we've had. We haven't been able to really do any real side jobs and get any help, any kind of help from any kind of assistance from anybody. So we were just staying basically on the street at our campsite that we're used to. We'll switch every now and then because it gets dangerous or things change. So they don't want you there every now and then for a reason because they're doing work, painting or whatever. So we move around, and basically that's what we've been doing the past over a year now. I think Chauncina and me were talking with a few outreach workers, and namely Jim and Tony lately. And finally one day Jim said someone wants to speak with you, and that was Catherine. We didn't know nothing about it, but he did kind of hint toward the way that you might just get a place real soon.
Okay.
So that's when Chauncina went and talked with Catherine. And that's the first time we knew about it.
Great. That's great. And how did you feel, Chauncina, when you found out that you were going to be able to move into an apartment?
I felt good.
Yeah?
Anxious.
Anxious? What were you anxious about?
Not worrying about what's going to happen during the night, or witnessing something I don't want to see. Little small things like that. Because I never really slept good. I always have one ear open for anything. Because I got robbed before.
Okay.
I got hit.
Okay. When you were on the street.
And you just don't get real comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. So you feel more safe and more comfortable here?
It's just everything has to do with, if you don't have a place, then you really have nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing to survive. Since we've been in here, we don't have to deal with the rain coming down on us and getting wet, or see, we're past the snow season, but it'll still rain, or the wind will blow tremendous.
Right.
And we're in here, so we don't have to deal with all that being blown with dirt, dust. When it's hot out there, we don't have to be continuously moving around in the sun if we don't want to.
Yeah, I bet. Have you noticed an improvement in the way you feel, in your health?
I sleep better. I'm more calm. I'm looking forward to whatever we talk about, what we're going to do. Look forward to that.
Yeah, that's great.
Exactly. We still have problems, but then it dawns on me that everybody's got problems. But then when I tell Tina, whatever we have here from help is a lot better than what we had out there. Because, like she said, it's hard when you're moving stuff, when we're trying to sleep and people come around from all walks of life. Usually it's the criminal life or the other kind of life that we are, homeless. And you can't deal with that out there. Because eventually it's going to take a toll. One way or another, it's going to take a toll.
You guys were telling me too last week that you were smoking less and drinking less being indoors because you weren't as stressed out. Was that?
Oh, exactly. We drink a lot less. We do at times. Like I said, we're no angels because we're not in heaven. But still, we drink. But like, this is the longest I've never had a ticket in a long time.
You ever miss the streets?
Yeah, we do. I do.
I don't. I don't miss the people. I check on them, especially if we don't see them for a while.
Your friends on the streets?
That's the only way we look for them.
Yeah. Are any of your friends also housed now?
There's a lot of them in the past that were,
Okay.
And a lot of them passed away, know how it is, so I feel for them. And they're getting younger. That
You see a lot of kids out there.
Ones that break my heart is older ones.
Yeah.
The ones that are barely moving around, and I don't know if they set their ways or they just give up. I don't know. I never ask. Only when they tell me, then I never ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't want to be talking about why you're like that to somebody else. And there is such a thing as circumstances, you know. You can't help it. And, you know, you try. Like I was telling Catherine, our day is limited because we had so many cars stolen. Now we just wear clothes like this, but before that, you know, I like nice things, jewelry. Things start getting stolen one after another, so we just limit our clothes to like 4 pairs of each. So even if it's taken, you know, it can be replaced.
Yeah.
And we lost so many things. About 2 months ago, I saw our blanket, and this
With
guy
somebody
was
else.
wrapped up in it, sleeping, and I told Gary, let him have it.
Anything else from you, Gary?
No, just that I'm a little bit happier.
Happier being here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm happier being here because, you know, it's like we were saying, it's a hard time when you can't in the morning get a drink of water
Yeah.
because you forgot to get water the day before.
Right.
And a lot of things, like simple things, people take for granted, we try not to take for granted.
Yeah.
And that's why it makes me feel good, and if Tina feels good, I feel better right
Yeah.
away.
You feel a little bit more reassured about your future?
And when you know where you're at, a place where you can come back to sleep, you like to go out there and do things and walk around, and
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's more relaxed.
because you know where you're going to sleep that night.
Yeah.
I'm surprised because the doctor gave me some pills for being anxious. So he said, do you have high blood pressure? So I said, yes, I do. And he said, why are you so anxious? Why are you so I said, I'm working on a place, trying to get in a place, and it looks promising.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm trying not to do anything wrong so I can get it through.
Yeah.
And he said, is that what it is? I said, yes. That's what I wish for.
Yeah. And now you have it.
Yeah.
Uh,